Hello, hello again, everyone. We are rocking the York tonight. We're playing War of the Warships Legends. I was about to be like, we're playing Phoenix 6-1, but that's who I am, though. So yeah, that's how that goes in my brain. Yes, this is the Tier 6 German cruiser line, right, along our regular tech tree. I don't know if I just needed to play. I don't know if I needed to play as this for a Bureau project. I can't remember now at this point. That's most likely the case, right? But I do try, if you're following my channel, I do try to play variety. Try to play a little bit of everything. So, and our sort of our win percentage shows it. So we don't have the greatest one, right? I feel like if you're like committed to a specific class, like cruisers or battleships or destroyers, right? If you main something, you can get a little bit better, but at those specific things. But I think overall, if you mix it up, you're kind of just a little bit better of a player overall. Even though your numbers don't really say that, I'm kind of contradicting myself. I should just stop talking. But anyway, it's more fun for me in the end. I like playing everything. Playing the same ship as I get a little bit bored of that. I like to mix it up, try some things out today, right? So we're trying the York, if I'm saying that right, hopefully. But yeah, so a lot of times with cruisers, my first move is to head towards land. So you can kind of see that we've done that here. So we're gonna end up being in a little bit of a pickle here, but hopefully either one side or the other of this map goes our way, right? So hopefully our team, on either side of us, as long as one of them has success, we'll have a direction to retreat to, right? But for the time being, we'll take advantage of just the firing opportunities that we're getting from here, and then ideally we keep getting not spotted, right? So every time we're getting spotted, people see cruisers and they're like, I need to kill it, it needs to die, right? So yeah, we're gonna try and use this as cover from fire and cover from being spotted, right, in general. And then we do have a plane on this, the loadout for this ship, so that we can put him out if we're not seeing anything. But so you can see everything went dark, and it's because our aircraft carrier, their planes are gone now, right? He was spotting everybody for us. So I sent ours out. Sometimes that'll help a little bit. You might pick up somebody that's kind of close, but as you can see, it didn't really do too much for us right at the moment, right? But here we go. Massachusetts going to show up for us. Yes, I am getting a little bit better at kind of, when you're a cruiser, I feel like you, for the most part, it depends on your ship and your build and stuff like that, but we do switch between AP and HE shells a lot. Here come bullets from this Massachusetts. So you can see we switched our throttle to full forward here, trying to avoid these. And yeah, most of them hit the island there too, hit the land as well. So we got away scotch-free with that one. But yeah, like I was saying, so a lot of times I'll try and get, especially with shooting at a battleship, I'll try and get a fire started on them. And then if they don't put it out, I'll switch to AP shells just to try and do kind of just, do more damage quicker, right? But the HE is always good for, I'm always an advocate of like causing the enemy's issues, right? Not just doing damage. I feel like that it's not as cool, but I feel like in the end of the game that helps out with, how to win. Especially in a situation here, we have aircraft carriers, right? So if you're shooting HE shells, a lot of times you're damaging AA mounts, right? So then that'll help your carrier not get shot down as fast, like it all comes full circle, right? It's not just completely useless. Oh man, I nailed that little pointy rock that's sticking out there. That was great. See if we can't get right between it with each set of turrets. Rear turrets go to the right, front turrets go to the left. You do get torpedoes with this ship. They're only 6 kilometers though. So obviously these aren't going to hit the Massachusetts, but in the event there's a destroyer or cruiser coming around the corner here to ambush us, we'll just send some out. Hopefully our carrier, we've got torpedo bombers flying out, can pick up these guys, right? See where people are. Yeah, this is, in this position too, like it's working out really great for us right now, but I've definitely had failures in these scenarios too. we like to do trial and error here on my channel, right? So nothing is a guarantee. It just, you know, in this game too, it's so situational as well. You know, there's never any like one spot to go to, because you know someone somewhere is going to do something different than what you saw the previous game and ruin your plans, right? So what I would do if I was the enemy team though is if I'm the carrier, I would flush me out. So like you'll see me do this with in some of my carrier videos where you've got a camping cruiser, and I will pick on that camping cruiser because cruisers are just doing crazy amounts of damage. People don't look at them. A lot of people don't look at cruisers as the threat that they can be. We're gonna get this kid with torpedoes here. Those weren't even meant for you. Take them back. We get a devastating strike there. Alright, so now this hipper is going to be a little more challenging though. So we'll switch to AP since he's going to be broadside to us. But yeah, we did get flushed out there. But I wanted to challenge him, and I wanted to challenge this cruiser, right? So the Massachusetts that was out there is gone, so there's only one more battleship left. So we're not, you know, things aren't as threatening at this point. But wanted to get away from these guys too. If they were to come around the corner, we'd be a little bit vulnerable. So we might as well. On our decision came out and worked out for us. We could have taken some bad hits from that hipper, but it worked out for us in the end. But yeah, let us say if I'm playing as the carrier and I see cruisers camping like what we were doing there, I will go in and attack that cruiser as the carrier, because a lot of times even if you don't get decent hits on them, it'll force them to move, or at least make them move. You know, they could always sit there and just take the hits, right? And then in those scenarios, a lot of times your battleships will come back and, you know, pick that up, see that activity that cruiser's coming out of his hiding spot, and shoot him and take him out, right? Man, give us some more damage than this with these AP rounds. This is why I don't play this ship a lot. Struggle bus. Yeah. So that's my theory. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Is that too much to ask? Game. Come on. But yeah. So yeah, I think people don't realize just the threat that cruisers can really end up being. Because you can do, you know, you don't have these like massive, big, huge shells like the bigger battleships do that do all this damage all at once. But over time, like, you're shooting way faster, and it's brutal. You kind of gradually whittle people away, right? So I think it's the underappreciated class, and it is definitely I feel like the more challenging class to play, cruisers, just because you can get taken out so easily and so quickly, especially by battleships. So I kind of get it, right? There's always a trade-off, and it's all part of like the balancing of the game too. So things are looking good for us. So I'm gonna actually go up and challenge this Nagato, see if I can't keep this land in between us so that he doesn't spot us. But if I can get up in close, it'd be fun to try and torpedo him. So I think we've got this game won. I have seen crazy things happen, you know. Oh, that flounder is gonna go. Okay. Probably lose that, but we'll probably lose our last battleship here. Their carrier and this Nagato are picking on him, right? So I'm holding off on firing until we get spotted, just to give myself that little bit more time. But yeah, this Nagato's gonna be hyper focused on our battleship until he goes down, right? So he's not gonna change his mind about attacking us, because he doesn't know that we are also very weak on health. Nobody tell him. Oh man, wow. I was kind of expecting to at least lose our battleship and then have a kind of a fight to the death with him there, but everybody teamed up on him. Nice job. Go team. I mean, granted, now it's just the carrier left, so there wasn't too many other people for our team to shoot, right? So yeah, he's gonna pick on us. Come on, AA. We got our fighter out there too to try and hopefully help. There we go. He's down. Oh no, he dropped fighters. We shot the fighter down. There's the Lexington. There's his last plane. Okay. We'll full power towards the carrier, see what develops here, see if we can't get this kill. It's going to be a race between our destroyer capping the zone and someone spotting this carrier for us, right? $73K damage, that's not half bad for a cruiser. 2 kills, devastating strike. Our torpedo hit the unsuspecting destroyer. Alright, torpedo bombers are coming for us. So we'll stay a little bit sideways to him and then turn in as he drops those to try and dodge them. There we go. Yeah, I think he was a little premature in pulling the trigger to like start his run, and then he was probably forced to drop the torpedoes a little early too. He could have definitely gotten a little bit closer to us and had a better chance there. It was too textbook of a dodge, you know. So basically what we were doing is you're just teasing him, making him think you're going to maintain course, and then when you see him commit and or drop those torpedoes, that's when you start your dodge, right? We're getting some decent damage with AP here. Maybe we'll stick with it. Of course, everybody has been chasing, with the exception of the one destroyer on our team that's capping the zone. Everybody's shooting him. Oh, maybe our carrier will get the final blow here with torpedoes. Or us? Huh? Did they? Nope. Most of those bullets look like they hit the land there. We'll see where we end up on the leaderboard for this game, guys. Victory! All enemy warships destroyed. Oh yeah, we were working on a bureau project there. Okay. 96,000 damage at the end of the day. That does put us at the top of the leaderboard with 2,600 XP. Go us. See if we made any cash here. I mean, I can't imagine we didn't, right? 300 grand. We will take it. So this is if anybody's got, you know, kind suggestions on commander builds and uses. I do feel like I struggle with the German cruisers, right? So this was a good game, obviously, but this is how I have it set up for the most part. We're rocking AP shell damage and dispersion and accuracy and stuff. And I'm almost always, you could use refill station for the legendary perk, but I almost always use fully packed. I think in the event that like you're struggling with surviving for the majority of a game, maybe a different one would make more sense. Because if you're not using up all those consumables, you know, if you're not going through them most of the time, then fully packed is probably a waste, and you'd probably want to pick something else, right? So, but I'm a huge proponent of using all my consumables and using them often and using them a lot. So fully packed just kind of works out for my gameplay style and my preference. But that is our Yorck video for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. If you liked the video, if you enjoyed it, actually absolutely push that like button. Otherwise, you know, if you hated my video, don't push the like button. That's all you gotta do, right? And subscribe to the channel. We're doing World of Warships videos every day, so I'll see you tomorrow.